Fuck me. And your cat. Is that worse? Probably. Should the bar be on the left of the 6 or on the right for better quality?
Start talking into it.
Fuck. Fuck. I know 9 slurs. Fuck.
I would say probably right on the 6. You don't want it to be too much higher. If it hits 0, that means it's peaking, and that's bad.
Okay.
But anyway.
That really got you?
I know 9 slurs.
Just keep saying fuck.
Continue saying fuck.
It's an apostrophe.
Yeah, I like how you said fuck 3 times, and then claimed you knew other slurs, and then you proceeded to say fuck again.
Wait, no, it's not an apostrophe, a comma. Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, it was an exclamation more than
It's an exclamation.
more than a list. It's what it was.
God. Alright, how's your audio doing?
Spoopy poopums.
Record for a little bit to make sure it doesn't do the thing. Do the thing. Julie! Do the thing. Julie! Don't probe me.
Goddamn. It's the aliens.
God, I wish.
I think we're good.
You think we're
I
good?
think we're good.
Alright, hold on.
For the internet. Get in here, fuckboy.
Okay, delete all that.
Sexual. I'll get the timer ready.
Cool, cool, cool.
Very hot, very steamy, very wet.
With my notes, just in case.
Are my notes up?
Not that I have too many, but just in case we need somewhere to go.
I'm gonna try. Alright.
They're not great notes, but
Mine are... I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate these. We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out. Okay.
Ready?
I'll start recording in 3, 2, 1.
Good morning.
Good
We're
morning,
back.
afternoon, evening. I don't
Hi.
know when you're watching this, but
It's Tuesday here. What day is it for you there? Tell us. We'll hear you.
it has to be Tuesday. You can only watch this on the same day we record.
We'll know. We'll know. So how have you been?
I've been pretty good.
How was your weekend?
It was very solid. We, me and you got to have dinner with our fabulous aunt.
Yes, what a woman.
What a woman. She made a pot roast.
She did. I
God
thoroughly
damn.
enjoyed it.
That shit was good.
It were.
Yeah, so that was real nice. And then I got to see my boys on Sunday night.
The fellas.
The fellas drink a couple alcoholic beverages and just insult each other all night long.
Well, we love that.
Yeah, no, that's what you do. It was a great time, and yeah, no, me and Julia hung out and everyone had a great time, and I had work yesterday.
Very nice.
Yeah. Well, how was your weekend?
It was very good. I was also there for the dinner and the pot roast.
Wow.
It was nice.
It was very nice. She made us pina coladas.
Yeah. That's right. She did. It smelled and tasted a little bit like Fruit Loops.
Yeah, it was like, it's basically spiked Fruit Loops.
It is.
Yeah, it tastes exactly like what it is, vodka and Fruit Loops.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were walking out of there and I said
Yes.
that I shattered my ankle?
I don't remember the ankle part. I heard I jumped off a roof and
Oh,
then
that.
we left. And I
Yeah.
was like, what?
Yeah. So, you know GA.
I sure do.
So, I've been on the roof a couple of times because me and one of my friends, a few of my friends were like, I know how to get up there. So, we climbed a fence and walked on the roof for a little bit. And we were like, this is nice. This is cool. And so,
Fence.
there's...
What fence do you have to climb?
So, right by the side entrance where the bus would usually drop you off,
Yeah.
there's a back area and there's a big old fence that is locked off, but you can climb it.
Okay.
And then it leads you to the roof of the lobby area by the gym.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the best way I could describe it. But it's
Sure.
there. So I was there with one of my friends, Izzy,
Mhm.
and we were just sitting in the parking lot of GA showing each other stupid videos, and I was like, "Hey, I found out how to get on the roof of this place. Are you fucking up again?"
No, it's fine.
Okay.
We're good. I'm just checking. Keep going.
And they were like, "Let's do it." And I was like, "Okay." So we go. We see a janitor still in there because it's like almost 10 o'clock. It's not super late. So I'm like, there might be other people in here. But whatever, let's do it. So
Fuck it.
I jump the fence. It's very loud. And then a light turns on. And we both duck down. And I'm like, Izzy, I'm trapped. I might be fucked. And they're like, that's okay. And I'm like, what do I do?
What do I do?
So I know I could just jump the fence again and book it, or I could go the long way. And I'm like, Izzy, should I go the long way or should I jump the fence? And they're like, you should go the long way. And I'm like, okay. So I give them my car keys, and they're waiting in my car, and I go walk along these roofs, and let me see if I can pull up a picture of it. Do you know the area, like the hallway that would lead to the cafe, and then if you go through it, it would lead to the library, or like that outdoor area where you would like never sit?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was the short way. And the first time I was there with my friends, we were all hanging out on that ledge, and I was like, man, right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if I really wanted to, I could probably make it down there fine. Like, I could just lower myself. And they're like, yeah, probably. I'm not going to do it, though, because no, I don't want to risk breaking anything. That seems like it would be rough on the knees. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that right now either. But, if you wanted to, you probably could. And they're like, yeah. And then we left. But here I was now, staring down the barrel. I'm like, maybe I can't do this. But I said, fuck it. And I was like, as I was lowering myself down, I was like, I could probably turn back now. I could probably go up the fence. But I was already committed. And so I was just hanging like this, and I was like, if I lower any more, my arms are just gonna...
Right.
And that wouldn't be very fun.
I don't do pull-ups, I'm just gonna hang.
So I am like, it's either arms snap or drop. And I chose drop. And I fell on my ankles, and I flopped on my back, and I was like, ow!
I could picture it perfectly.
Yeah. And it takes me a minute, but I stand up and I'm like, my left ankle ain't doing so good. So I'm limp running back to my car. And there's another car with their lights on. They just see me hobbling and fucking gunning it back to my car.
Like just dragging your legs.
It's not broken.
Shuffling your way.
It might have been like a little bit.
Like sprained.
Yeah, maybe sprained, maybe twisted. It's pretty fine now. Like,
from the bottom of your feet to the ground when you were hanging before you dropped, how far down do you think it was?
From the bottom of my feet to the ground.
Was it like your height, or was it less than, more than?
Maybe a little bit smaller than me.
Okay. So maybe like 5 feet or so?
Yeah, 5 or 6 feet.
Okay.
I think closer to 5.
Well, still, if you land weird from that kind of drop,
yeah,
it gonna sting.
Yeah, it weren't a good time.
No.
But I drove away, and it was a good time.
Fantastic.
Yeah. After that dinner that we had at Bubba's, I had a nice movie night with my friends. They were all laying on each other, and it was a pool of ADHD and depression and autism, and it was. That's not a joke, by the way. A few of them are autistic. I love you very much if you're watching this.
I love you too. I don't know you, but
that's okay. They're very submissive. They love you too.
Well, good. I mean, I'm the one with the microphone. You will love me.
We're our authority.
Take my love. I have a microphone.
Take my love.
Oh, God. Dude, I swear to God, the power of a camera and or a microphone is astounding sometimes. And I've re-realized it through the news that I work in now. And it takes me back to a simpler time. It's still pretty complicated. A different time in the past.
Okay.
Where I was in my senior year of high school. and I did this magical thing called Rocket Report.
Aw, hell yeah.
And to this day, it's the best series of Rocket Report ever. Damn it.
They started picking it up a little bit more.
Boo,
at,
stinky. No,
yeah.
I'm glad it's still going, but
I have no idea what they're doing for it now, but after your grade left, it was just dead for the rest of my time there.
Nobody wanted to try.
Nobody wanted to try. I wanted to, but there was no one else who would give a shit. So it was rough.
Well, here's the secret that I kind of did when, especially the first few episodes of Rocket Report, is I think we could do it. I had Mrs. Gilming's class during theater class, and so we were able to do Rocket Report during school because it was just video editing or whatever the class was.
Yeah.
And so me and Dom would, figure out, what the skit's going to be. And then I just walked into the theater. I was like, I need bodies for this skit. Who wants in? The entire class in unison stood up.
Yep.
I think Julia might have been part of it, but I don't remember. Were you part of the theater class that I brought to Rocket Report a few times? Okay, that's what I thought. Because I just remember the entire entity of the theater class following me. Yeah, I thought you were part of it. I was just double checking. Okay. So people are very excited. They were more excited to get out of class than anything. But whenever me and Sam would go to sporting events, and I would be holding the camera, and he'd have, some dipshit microphone that we had, like we would go around interviewing people, and the people we were interviewing were like hamming it the fuck up because they were so excited to be on camera. That's going to be like shown at lunch.
Yeah.
Like people are going to see me.
Yeah.
Or there were people in the background that were like doing some dumb shit like,
Yep.
"Whoa,
It's
look,
high school shit.
look at me.
Yeah.
So I was reminded of that because, I think when the Bengals were still playing, our sports guys would go out to the games every once in a while, and you'd see people who would see a camera and they're like, just, like trying to, do something
Yeah, just trying
weird
to
get on
camera.
camera. And
Yeah.
I was just like, wow. People like, you can wield so much power by just having a camera in public. People
I know, it's fantastic.
Either they're afraid to get near you or they're very excited to get in front of the camera. It's like one of the two. It's pretty magical.
I've considered doing stuff like that for UC, but the thing about UC is it's pretty ghetto.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You'd have to
I'd need to
pick
be
your
wearing
battles.
some Kevlar
You
or
just-
something.
You'd have to pick very specific parts to.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that you want to make / we have made for a school, I don't remember how long ago this was, but I was looking through like my Google Drive or something, and I stumbled across a video that we completely finished and submitted to McNick for use. That ended up being denied for one reason or another. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Fuck!
So Connor, his senior year. Hold on. Gotta get this moment real quick. He's having a good time.
Unwell.
He's unwell.
Yes, I remember that bullshit. Fuck you. What's his name? Mr. Mueller. It's the name of an ass. A hot ass.
A Mueller. Mueller. He's mulin'. So, for the context, for those of you who don't know us or have heard this, I think it was your senior year.
Yeah.
Was it your idea to make this video, or was it like Mrs. Gilming's idea? Like they needed something.
It was Mrs. Gilming's idea.
Okay.
Well, I think it was Mr. Mueller's idea.
Okay.
I
To
don't
like
fucking know how his name is. Mr.
right, Mr. Buttface.
Mr. Penis. Mr. Penis in his mouth.
Good one, Connor.
Thanks.
Proud of you, buddy.
So I just remember before the summer of my junior year, when I was leading into senior year,
Right.
Gilming pulled me in and was like,
Hey, we have been talking and we need a video to introduce the freshmen to McNicholas.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah.
and I immediately thought like this would be great. I could do like
Yeah, you could get creative with it, have some fun.
I could do like some shitty VHS campy Captain America high school come along.
training video kind of thing.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what we did.
That's what we did, and I thought it was fun.
It still holds up. Like, I swear to God, we could send it in and be like, "You changed your mind?"
Yeah, I mean,
and it would still work.
it's older now, so it would even be funnier.
True.
But, the maximum amount of people that I had in a room at a time was 3. There was me, Ian Phillips, and Ella Wolfram.
For this video.
For the maximum amount, yeah, because they were in there for one scene.
Oh, because it was COVID.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And that was the thing.
Mm-hmm.
We kept it to a minimum, so it was usually just you and me for like the 2 or 3 days that we were filming.
Right.
And then I had Ian and Ella with me for like an hour.
Mm-hmm. And even in that final shot, you guys are like a good distance apart, like at least a good 1 chair length apart.
Yeah. But we do everything. We don't wear masks because that was never specified, and because there were 3 people. But we film everything. Mm-hmm. We edit everything. Mm-hmm. We submit it. Mm-hmm. And then the year begins, and Mr. Moore was like,
No. How about instead
Oh God.
you
Instead,
kill yourself?
and I'm like,
God. Okay. I don't want.
because like his reason, the only reason that I was given behind why he didn't show it was because we weren't wearing masks. And I saw the video that he showed instead of ours, and guess the fuck what? They weren't wearing masks either. So what the fuck, Mr.
What kind of video
Mueller?
did he show?
I don't fucking know, dog. It was like, it highlighted mostly him and
Was
like,
it-
2 other staff members. I think it was Mr. Lowe's camp, and
So it was something made specifically for McNick.
it was made by McNick for McNick. I mean, that's what we did.
Who the
but
fuck made it?
I don't know, man. I don't fucking care. Probably himself with a tripod or whatever. I don't
Okay,
know.
so it was terrible.
Well, yeah, it was like ours, but a lot less fun.
Sure.
It was just
Yeah, why have fun
it was just like teachers.
when you could lose their attention?
It was teachers trying to be funny.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah, it is. You know, like when you're watching.
Also, sorry for the weed whacker or whatever is happening
Get out!
outside my home.
Get off the ladder! Oh, well,
What
it's
in
raining.
the world? It's raining leaves. Okay.
Why do you just have a fucking cow on your windowsill? Is
Because
that from
he's
Chick-fil-A?
handsome. Yeah. Chick-fil-A one day brought in, like, I think catered for something at
Sure.
at my news station.
And that
they
was
brought
there?
they brought in a bunch of those cows, and so I was like, I'm gonna take one home. I brought him home because one of my coworkers was in a weird mood
Sure.
and cut the head off of one, pulled the stuffing out, and put it on one of the director's desks, and he loves it. And so I was like, I'm gonna take this one before you can murder him. Because he deserves protecting.
I love
So
him,
he's
Mr.
here now where no one can hurt him.
Here, hold on. Let's show them to the people.
I still need to give him a name. Also, we were like, isn't it great? I love him. The one that's on the director's desk, we were like, you need to give him a name, Scotty. And he was
Wait,
like,
fuck! Sponsorships.
okay. And he was like, I don't know, I like Bob. And we were like, okay, we'll keep thinking. And no one could come up with anything that really stuck. And so we were just like, all right, we're just going to stick with Bob.
For the cow?
For the cow, the decapitated
the
cow.
decapitated-
Yeah, the decapitated, gutted
decap-
cow.
God, did I tell you about Mildred?
No, but did we have anything else to say about this orientation video before
Yeah.
we proceed?
You know, like in episodes of. Do you remember the episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine when Amy is trying to like teach at-risk kids about like being a cop and shit, and she's like,
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I'm an at-risk kid, and I think it's cool to sell drugs.
"That's exactly what it was like."
And then Pete Davidson's like, what are you saying, black people can't sell drugs?
And I start chanting, "Black people can sell drugs." It's great,
That's a great scene.
but that's exactly what it felt like.
yeah.
And as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Miss Gilming, I love you, but
Why were you a part of
will
this?
never forgive this." And she
This hurts.
was very great about everything. She's like, "I don't know
Oh,
why
yeah.
they didn't choose yours. I liked yours a lot better."
Of course she did.
She was wonderful. Miss Gilming, I know you're not watching this, but if somehow you get around to it, we love you very much.
Yes.
You taught us a lot, and we love you.
You were the one who inspired me to take the take the film and video path that I'm on today.
Very nice. But Mildred. So a while ago, it was my friend's 21st birthday, and one of my other friends, Hunter, came to the antique mall because we had to shop around and get something.
Mm-hmm.
I got a strobe light,
Naturally.
and we were looking around, and she was like, I'd like to get gifts that are either the weirdest one there or the most memorable, or both. And I was like,
Yeah,
That's-
sometimes those overlap.
yeah. And I was like, that's fair. And so we looked around. There were a few weird things that we found. And then we go upstairs to Coco and Carmi, and we find a haunted doll. It's,
Was that on the tag? Was haunted doll?
No, just creepy doll
Okay.
or baby doll. I don't fucking know. But it was haunted. It was
Okay, cool.
horrifying. I
Very
hated
nice.
it.
Great.
And immediately, she set down like everything else she had and was like, "That, I'm getting that for her." And I was like, "All right."
Okay.
And so, she buys the doll, and I buy the strobe light, and we leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then the day of the party comes, she's opening her gifts. She opens the strobe light, is like, dope. And then she opens the bag and sees the horrifying baby doll. And it's like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
And Hunter's just like, it's Mildred!
Okay.
And
Mildred.
yeah, it's Mildred.
Well,
And
that's scary. It comes with a name.
Oh.
You don't give it to it.
oh, she
It
named
knows you
herself.
better than you'll ever know it.
Tell it your credit card number.
Say your social security number out loud. Do it for Mildred.
Do it for Mildred and the Soviet Union. Do it for Mildred.
And the Chinese. Do it for Mildred.
Do it for Mildred. We got to capitalize.
We could just
on
listen
this.
to you through your phone, but we're going to use Mildred.
We know everyone wants a Mildred.
Everyone.
Dude, she
God.
fucking hates Mildred. The person who
What?
was gifted her
You
hates
did-
it.
I don't suppose you took a picture of Mildred, did you?
Oh, I'm sure I could find one.
Oh boy. Well, if it's too much work, don't worry about it. But I would
yeah.
love to get an idea of what hell this poor person has to look at every day.
Well, not anymore because she kind of threw it away. She gave it back. She regifted.
Okay, good.
Oh, here we go. Perfect.
Uh-oh.
There's Mildred.
Oh no.
Yeah, she made it onto the NKU Poetry Club page.
Oh good.
Yeah.
That's real nice.
That's sweet.
Yeah, as if Poetry Club wasn't like unpopular enough.
Yeah.
You know, that probably didn't help their
Oh,
cause too
this
much.
is the first
I'm
time I'm
guessing.
realizing that she
I'm-
wrote "kill" over and over again on that paper.
How did you?
That's-
That was the first thing I noticed when you handed me the phone. I was like, "Oh, good. They
Sorry.
did that." That's
I was
nice.
busy focusing on the hollow eyes of the haunted doll.
Well, my eyes worked their way up there, but I just saw kill, kill, kill first. Some shining like bullshit. Oh God. Anyway, Mildred, what a lovely
What
personality.
a woman.
But yeah, if you ever want to watch that orientation video, let me know.
I will.
We could watch it on the podcast.
We could do it after the podcast.
We could do it after the podcast, if you want. But it's yeah, that was a time.
Man.
I
Fuck.
don't think I have any haunted stories to go off of Mildred, but
That's okay.
yeah, shit, man. I'm gonna, living on your own, there's some struggles that go with it, but then there's some times where you're like, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I can buy stuff, and no one can judge me anymore because they're not living with me.
Yeah.
So the ultimate example of that was me and Julia were at Walmart, stocking up on groceries, and we saw something, and we were both like, oh my God. Well, fuck it, we live alone. Who cares? And this is the perfect example of that.
What's happening?
I'm showing you what I got.
I don't know where he's going. I'm scared.
You remember these?
What the fuck?
You can buy frozen smiley face
Holy
fries,
shit.
and you can heat them up just like the ones you would get at Bob Evans.
That's insane.
So pop them in the air fryer. It's it's fried mashed potatoes basically in the shape of a smiley face, and it's everything you want it to be.
That's awesome.
It's so good. So just moment of being an adult can be good sometimes.
It's beautiful. Man, the first thing I'm going to do when I live in my own place is just get naked. We still recording?
Yes. Okay. For a second, I thought like I never hit record, but I did.
Oh no!
Whoops. I got scared. Anyway. Yeah. No, that's a great idea. It's a
Yeah.
good time walking around.
I know. Just like as soon as everything is arranged and I'm fully moved in and I turn the lock on that door, I'm just dropping the robe and
My home.
my home. I'm opening the windows, flopping my penis about,
I don't know. That's how you
throw
get
it over my
evicted.
shoulder.
I want you to go home.
I know, so do God, that reminds me, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Do you remember? I've been remembering so many fucking things from our childhood, like shit on Glade. Do you remember fucking Math Blasters?
Was that the like narrative game, like the best computer game I've ever played in my life?
The computer game.
Was that
where
the
you would-
name of it?
Yeah, the computer game where you're like a spaceman who has like an arm cannon on his
Dude,
hand.
I know it's a math game, but I swear to God, I don't know if there's any other computer game that's compared to it.
Called Penguin.
Okay, fair enough. But oh my God, hold on.
Dude! Dog! Didn't I just unlock a memory?
Well, I had that memory, but I couldn't remember the name of it.
Fucking Math Blasters, dude.
But look at the oh God,
Show me.
look at this character, boy. Does that not bring back the memories right there?
God.
That motherfucker.
Do you remember when he would get like really
Holy
injured
shit.
and he would just look like he's about to throw up or shit himself?
No,
No?
not really.
Look it up. Look up fucking Math Blaster protagonist injured face or whatever.
Dude, I want to play this game so bad.
We will. Don't worry.
I'm gonna see if I can download it somewhere.
Did I tell you like what happened to my Club Penguin account?
No.
I'm still pissed off about this. In high school, me and my friend Meredith would play a lot during class because we didn't give a fuck. And what's up?
Well, the prompt you told me to put into Google is very specific, and I had a feeling I wasn't gonna find that. But there's other like Math Blaster things that are like unlocking a memory or two, like this fucking guy.
Oh,
Or I think that was something.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
No.
You don't remember flying through the spaceship and completing math?
I remember flying on like a space motorcycle. I don't remember flying through a spaceship.
Dude, we gotta play this game again.
I know.
If we can get this game,
Oh, absolutely.
we're making a video out of it
100%.
somehow.
Yeah, we'll make it work. But I was playing Club Penguin with my friend Meredith, and you have to make a name, and so I made mine Chidler Labor 45, CHILDR or CHIDLR LABR 45,
Okay.
and I went so long without getting bullshit for that until and I was leveling the fuck up. I was getting every single fucking penguin jitsu card or whatever it was. I had the shit in my igloo.
Yeah.
I had money. I had outfits. I had puffles. I was a kingpin. It was
Of course.
wonderful. And then some bitch ass 4-year-old was like, "His name is child labor," and then I got banned.
Ah,
I'm gonna hunt that kid down.
God. Well, maybe next time don't use that name. Also, I think it's online.
Math Blasters is online.
Come take a look.
We had the CD version.
I know, and if somehow, some way we can find that,
Yo!
I'm gonna. Okay. Parent email mine. I'm a parent to
Are you
myself.
setting up an account?
Fuck it. Why not?
What happened to your screen, man?
Don't worry about that. Accidents.
Too much sex on the computer?
No.
I didn't like that pause. While you're reliving childhood, you want to remember something fucking awful that happened? Do you remember Nancy from 29?
Yeah.
She came up to me on Saturday, I think, and just completely unprompted, she goes,
Uh-oh.
You know, what's the equivalent of a teabag?
What's the equivalent of a teabag?
Yeah, like teabag is a man dunking his
What's
balls
the
on
fem-
someone's face.
what's the female-
equivalent?
I don't think I want to know.
Clam slam.
and she just leaves. And I'm like, no, Nancy, what the fuck?
You get the fuck back.
here. Yeah, I was like, no, what? Come here. I didn't snap at her, but I was like, "What? You can't
Boy,"
say that
and then walk
leave.
away. That's
you
not-
have to elaborate.
that's not
Why?
fair.
Why did you do this to me? Why am I enlightened in this horrible, horrible way?
That's terrible.
I know.
I
it
hate
made me
that.
quite sad. Are you still setting up an account?
No, I set it up. I'm like, wait. Downloading Math Blaster on your computer is the best option for a number of reasons. Faster gameplay, highest visual quality, increased stability, the most optimized experience yet. I'm not going to do that now because I'm afraid that it'll take up too much space.
We got to do that soon, though.
However, I am seeing on this website here that Math Blaster Hyperblast 2 is on the App Store.
Hyperblast 2, you say?
It is. I think it's that floating motorbike thing you were talking about.
Oh, probably.
That's what it looks like. But
I remember that just being like a part of how you get to from level to level.
I guess so. But it looks like there's multiple like generations of Math Blaster, and I'm hoping whichever one I end up trying to play is the one we grew up with, but you never know. Anyway.
Did you ever play like cool math games and shit, or like Nitrome when you were in GA?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you remember fucking the big games were Club Penguin, Pop Tropica,
Oh, Pop Tropica, of course.
Raft Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good. And then obviously they had things like Chicken Life, Duck Life, something like that, where you'd like raise a bird to go like hyperspeed and some shit in races.
That sounds awesome.
It was. We got to play all of these childhood games on camera.
Let's do it.
I'm 100% down.
You heard nothing. No spoilers.
No promises.
Anyway.
But yeah, I loved all of those.
Oh yeah, they were a great time. Tetris was really popular in high school.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was weird.
There was like this big head soccer game that people would play all the time, where it's basically a head with a foot, and the foot would kick, and you could jump up and down, and you tried to get it into the goals.
Oh.
It was
okay.
It was very strange, but for some goddamn reason, it was so fucking fun.
I guess.
Seeing this head kick a ball to the other side of the field, just wow. I don't know.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Do you remember? Speaking of childhood, do you remember City Adventure?
Yes.
God.
Dude, I miss that place.
Me too, man.
Uh,
I miss France overall, but City Adventure.
That place was fantastic.
What a world. Ah. Did you ever almost fall?
Probably. None that I can remember because I was a fucking pro. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm a fucking pro. I can zip line.
The context for this.
Yeah.
In Lyon, there was this outdoor adventure park that we lived nearby that was basically like a zip line / parkour course that was connected through the trees in the forest.
Yeah.
So like there were some, the courses got progressively harder, but the gist of them was you would like either like tight crawl walk across like a rope, or like spider crawl on one of those net things.
Yep.
Or zip line or some other way to get from point A to point B throughout whatever course you took.
Yeah, if it was a normal walk, you weren't having an adventure.
Or you were on like the green course or
The
something.
fucking green course,
Dude,
yeah.
real quick. I remember going on one of the harder courses one time, and there was this fucking part where it was basically a staircase of logs, and each log was held up by 2 ropes on each end of the log. So basically, they're giant swings.
Sure.
And if they're steps, when you start swinging on one, you're
The whole thing is swinging.
well, not the whole, well, kind of. But the one you're on starts swinging, and when you go forward, your shins slam right into the next log.
That's right.
It was the worst, because there were at least like 5 logs you had to climb up. And every time, you'd get onto the next one finally, and then obviously your momentum starts swinging, and then boom!
Break them shins.
Fucking just slam your shins into this giant piece
God.
of... You finally get to the top, and you're like, I think something's broken.
I think I want to go home.
I don't think I can walk. But you're already like 30 feet in the trees, and
Yeah.
you're like, well, there's only one way. Well, I guess there's two ways I'm coming down.
If I forget to clip real good, or if
I power through the
if I
course.
power through. I remember there was one time
Oh, God.
I was going across one of those like grip walks. It was like you have the rope that your feet are on, and then
Right.
you have the one that you're supposed to be like holding on to.
Right, and the
you're
one you're
shuffling.
clipped onto.
Yeah, and the one you're clipped onto.
Right.
I was making my way across that, and as soon as I get to the end, I realized that my clip is not like right. So
Like,
the
not
rope-
latched on properly?
not latched on properly. So it's like that, but it's not hooked on.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I was like, if I slipped, that I would have taken the short way down.
I would... Ow. I would be...
Whoops.
I would... yeah, that would have been real bad.
I kind of want to go back there sometime and just like show up all the fucking 10-year-olds trying to pass on the
Trying.
green course. Yeah, just like do the American Ninja Warrior training and just like gun past them in like 5 minutes.
Have you seen that one of, like some Asian version of American Ninja Warrior, and this
And the
guy
guy's just sprinting through the
Yeah.
entire thing.
does it flawlessly.
Yeah.
And
I think I sent that to you.
You might have, yeah. But oh my god. Yeah, that would be fun. I remember that place. That was so much fun.
Yeah, my mom was terrified though.
Yeah, she was. That was not really her thing.
That was
even
kinda funny.
Even remember when we went to the I think it was like Mammoth Cave or something, and there was a zip line course nearby in an underground cave.
Yeah, Mega Cavern.
Yeah, that was the Mega Cavern.
God, I want to go back there too. That'd be fun.
That shit
Road
was
trip.
fun. Road trip.
Dude, I'm planning so many road trips this year. It's road trip season, baby. I just took the trip up to Miami University to see my friend Abigail. Hi, Abigail. I know you're watching this. I love you. And your roommates. Tell them I say hi. They took me out to dinner. They wined and dined me.
Oh wow.
So that was one. I'm going to Bojangles again with some friends, and then again with you probably. If possible, I want to do something with you and Julia. That'd be
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
She gets it.
She does.
Going to Florida with Brent to visit Wes, and then now I kind of go back to Mega Cavern.
Dude, that place was nice.
I know, might be expensive though.
Yeah, I don't remember how much the zip line cost, but that could be like an overnight trip thing or something. Just like go do the thing, spend the night,
Yeah.
come back the next day or something.
Louisville Mega Cavern.
Oh, how much are you?
Louisville's not too far.
No, it's not. It's like hour away. That's about the same length as Bojangles, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like Bojangles is probably near Louisville. I don't remember. I do not recall.
Mega Zips, Mega Quest, Dino Tram.
Hey,
Where the fuck
what
are we?
the hell?
God, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now.
Okay. Great.
Keep the people entertained. Go. So 9/11.
So how are That's not right.
Oh my God. Sorry. Wait. Hold on. Do you have anything that you're about to talk about right now? Because I just remembered something.
No, not really.
Are you sure?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't have anything. But I just think I have to point out how funny it is. The fact that you just go 9/11, and then all of a sudden you have an idea for something. Like that's what triggered a story for you. Something finally came to mind once you said
It was
9/11.
9/11.
What story do you have associated with 9/11, Connor?
So, in my comparative arts class,
No.
when I was at NKU, my professor for 9/11 weekend was like, "So, were any of you alive for 9/11?" And we were all like, "No, we were either alive, we were either not alive or infants." And she was like, "Okay, well, for your next assignment, I want you to go home, do some research on 9/11, listen to these."
Have you even heard of it? You peewee brains? You weren't alive for it. You must never have heard of it.
That's how everyone at the Antique Mall is.
Do you know who Elvis Presley is? No, you don't, Squirt. You don't even know who Obama was.
No, I'm like, like, books exist. Like, movies and stuff.
Books, the internet,
the internet,
Access
music
to
is
the-
still accessible
Yeah.
pretty easily.
We're able
more
to-
easily, in fact.
Yeah, we're able to tap into
We know how to use it.
centuries of knowledge.
Yeah, I probably know more than you know.
Because you have dementia, you old dumbass.
You don't even know where you are.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
How am I supposed to trust you with history and facts if you don't even know where you are?
You don't even know how you drove here. Where's your driver's license? Oh, got it.
Took it from behind your ear.
Just bullying some poor old man with dementia.
You just like had it enough one day, and this innocent guy walks up who's like actually struggling. You're like, you don't even know where you are, do you, dumbass? And he's just like, what?
He's not even the guy who pissed you off.
No, it's just the next old person.
Oh, no. It's like the guy, he was a piece of shit and he just got out of there too quickly. And you can hear this guy, he's like holding one of the things that was talked about before. Like the guy before was like,
You don't even know who the fuck President Bush was. You fucking idiot. Child, baby man.
I'm like, I'm 20 years old. Go home to your wife and kids.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes up holding a President Bush poster or whatever. And you're like, fuck you, old man.
Get off my store!
Your granddaughters don't want to visit you in the old home.
Oh my god. Ooh.
We love you,
Oh, we
elderly
love you,
people
people.
with dementia.
You love everybody equally.
So anyway, 9/11.
Yeah, anyway, you had to research 9/11 because your tiny little brain couldn't possibly know anything about it.
Well, no, the assignment was we were supposed to look up stuff about 9/11 and
Yeah.
listen to a few assigned speeches that were given by public figures.
Yeah, just learn
around
more
9/11.
about it.
Yeah, well, because we had to deliver a speech to the American people after 9/11 to inspire hope.
You what?
Yep. So
You had to research 9/11 so then you could write down and present a fake speech that one would give right after 9/11
correct.
to inspire the people who just experienced the worst tragedy in American history.
This is correct.
Okay, fantastic.
So,
one of.
Uh,
I don't want to get too
no,
don't want to be too,
You're right on the point.
but yeah.
So, I went home. I did the assignment. I wrote a decent speech.
Cool.
Like page and a half long.
Yeah, I'm still baffled by that
It was
assignment.
It was kind of
'cause that's-
hilarious.
I mean, that
You-
just feels wild to me.
You would probably be baffled by the class. A lot of the professor was lovely. I didn't mind her at all. Mm-hmm. Some people had beef with her. I don't know why.
Okay.
The students would make you have a fucking stroke just because of how stupid they are. I think we talked about them earlier on the podcast. But
Yeah, talk about students making like. I've talked about them on the podcast
Yeah.
before. We don't have to go back, but
yeah, we definitely talked about them on the Spaces Rad episode.
anyway.
But I did the assignment and then I got it done so quickly and I was really bored and I thought it was kind of funny that we had to do this assignment. So I was like, if I was a public figure,
Sure.
what would I do? And so I
Uh-oh.
made like a short thing on Premiere. I don't think I have it anymore.
That's okay.
But it was like, hey, Americans, remember those towers? Don't stop remembering. It was like the American flag, the two towers coming up when it said, remember those towers? Don't stop remembering. And they just go down. They don't explode. They just lower.
They just
they just sink out
exit.
of frame. They
Yeah.
they bow out.
Uh-huh.
And it's the American flag waving in the background. It's the Rocky theme song. And it's a couple... It's like the jets with the red, white, and blue smoke like coming out of
Just like over patriotic.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
like ridiculous. Like every possible thing.
So it's, hey, Americans, remember those towers?
Don't stop remembering.
And then as soon as the jets fly up, it just says, they gone.
No.
So
Oh God.
you met Emma Gasser, right?
Yeah.
So she was in that class with me.
Oh my.
And I used to play this game with my friends in middle school called $2. And I carry it around today where if you say $2, if you do this, then you do anything for those $2. It's a very dangerous game to play, especially when you're a youngin'. But
Truly.
I had the presentation on my computer ready to go. I had my speech ready to go, and I let other people go before me, and it was clear that they had like half-assed all of this.
Oh, of course.
So I was
It's a
like,
college class.
Exactly. So I was like, I mean, I could at least have fun with it. So I looked back at Emma and I was like, Emma, I showed her the video before, and I was like, $2. And I show that, and she's
Yeah.
like, I have the money on me right now. Do it.
Yeah.
And I said, you got it. So I go up there. I'm up next. I give my speech, and I'm looking at Emma the whole time, and she's like,
Just like
she's ready.
like shaking in anticipation. Just you can hear her water bottle like shaking on her desk.
Well, I'm getting closer to the end of the speech, and apparently, like, a smile is creeping on my face, and I can see her like trying not to laugh because we both know what's coming, and so
Like you get to the tail end of the rest of your presentation, like right before you start to show
yeah,
it.
and so I'm like, now, American people, in this dark time,
Yeah.
I have created a message. I've created a visual to inspire hope, and it is my greatest wish that you'll remember it whenever this time of year comes around again, and you may be remembering this dark hour. And I step out, and I hit play. Everyone starts fucking dying. And as soon as it says they gone, the professor's like, ah! And starts laughing so hard.
Holy
And
shit!
it was my proudest moment. And like as I sit down, she's like, oh man, I don't know. That president would probably get assassinated. And I was like, yeah, probably. But he made the American people laugh on 9/11.
Yeah, but the joke landed,
He's a
didn't it?
national hero.
But that president would get an A+, wouldn't he?
Wouldn't he, Professor?
Wouldn't he? Oh God, that's brilliant.
Man.
Wow. Oh, you gotta love those moments when you take a risk in a presentation like that and it totally
It pays
lands.
off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. For a second, I thought you said, gotta love 9/11.
No. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's pretty incredible.
It was a good time.
I don't think we can top that. I added the poster.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. How did I not notice that?
I don't know, but it kind of brings the set together.
It does.
It's coming along nicely.
We have Back to the Future, the lovely banner, The Godfather with your Certificate of Excellence award behind it.
Mm-hmm. We just gotta add maybe something back here, maybe some LEDs or something.
Fucking refrigerator.
Okay.
We'll talk about the refrigerator on the next episode.
Right, we'll get to it. Don't worry.
Julia,
Write that down.
you're the reason we don't have a fucking refrigerator!